Okay, we're looking at question 7, and it says, which one of the following most logically completes the educator's argument? Okay, and so what we're asked to do here is just fill in the blank conclusion, all right? So we have to identify the main conclusion, something that everything supports, it will be given in an answer choice. We've got a series of statements, and we've got to come up with it. This is just like a main conclusion question, but we're just not asked to regurgitate it. So we've got to take a next step and determine which answer choice is supported by all of these statements. And so let's kind of take a look at what we've got. And I broke these out. I hope that you're doing this, and you need to pay attention. I've got a number of necessary and sufficient conditions and how we look at those and how we break them down on the website. And go to it. I've got a thing, you print it out and just get after it. But so here we go. We're talking about this students, and we're like, look, man, the only way that you can learn, okay, only genuinely curious students can learn. Okay, so not the only way you can learn. All right, the only genuinely curious students can learn about a specific topic. So here it is if you're able to learn about a specific topic, then you are genuinely curious, okay? And we're talking about students, all right? And then it kind of tells us, because they get this satisfaction of figuring things out. They're like, oh, wow, I figured that out. Where if you're not curious, you're like, I don't really care to figure things out. Like, take me, I have yet to figure anything out. I know how to work my remote control. That's about it, okay? And then we get to this point of the statement. It's like, but almost no child has sufficient curiosity to learn all that a teacher wants to teach, all right? So what we're saying is we're not naturally curious, all right? We're not naturally curious enough to learn all the BS that the teacher's talking about. The teacher's just got way too much. Almost nobody is that curious. And so if you're a child, then you're almost never sufficiently curious to learn all that a teacher instills. And thus the teacher's job is to what? Okay. Well, this is the best way I could think about this is kind of connect the dots, right? We're talking about this curiosity and having sufficient curiosity to be able to want to learn something, right? Like, if you're able to learn, then you had this genuine curiosity, okay? And so, but you don't naturally have that. So what is a teacher's job? Okay, it's got to be something about filling that void of curiosity. And hopefully you can see that. And let's kind of go through the answer choices and see what we come up with. E becomes easier. A teacher's job, therefore, becomes easier if students realize that some learning is not necessarily enjoyable. Okay, well, we don't know anything about that. We're not really talking about not necessarily enjoyable. Like, I don't know what it would do. How are we talking about filling in that curiosity? A teacher's job, like, hey man, this isn't going to be fun, therefore that somehow gets us there. No, it's not relevant. D, a teacher's job, therefore, is facilitated by students taking responsibility for their own learning. Okay, well, this is kind of like outside of the scope. We're really not talking about responsibility. It's, when you think about what the answer choice will be, it's everything supported this answer choice. And we never really talked about the notion of responsibility. So that'd be a conclusion that's kind of like coming out of left field. That doesn't work. C, a teacher's job, therefore, is to focus primarily on those topics that do not initially interest students. Well, you know what? It's really not we have no idea that from this that the teacher's job is to like focusing on things that we don't like. No, I think if anything, it's something about curiosity, not the focus on what we don't like. And again, nothing here is being stated about something focus on things we don't like. So C falls out. B, a teacher's job therefore necessitates the creative use of rewards that are not inherent in the learning process itself. Well, we've never been told that like the rewards will help increase this curiosity. It seems to me if we're genuinely curious, then we get some reward out of figuring things out. But like parading around with like, here's some rewards, guys, that doesn't seem to build off of anything that was provided. So that falls out. Let's look at A though. Requires A teacher's job, therefore, requires for the fulfillment of its goals the stimulation as well as satisfaction of curiosity. And A is the one that ties in to curiosity. And we're all talking about, like, you've got to, it's necessary to have this curiosity in order to learn, okay? You really don't have it all. Almost none of us really have enough of it, okay? That's why a teacher needs to come in and give us a little more so that we can fulfill that goal. So curiosity ties in. That's why it's the main conclusion of the question.